I recently went on vacation to Uluru with my family, and while the majestic monolith was incredible, hiding from the midday heat in our hotel room had its own allure as well. So naturally, I brought my Steam Deck along, knowing full well I'd need something to fill the time between sightseeing and the Australian sun's attempt to turn me into a puddle. That's where Shadows of Doubt entered the picture. Being a fan of murder mysteries like Only Murders in the Building, this game practically begged to be installed. Visually, Shadows of Doubt does a great job. Sure, it's a little like living in a world made of Legos, but it works. The glowing city lights cutting through the fog, they're a nice touch, and the film grain adds to the whole noir vibe. The NPCs, though, however, have all the grace of a newborn giraffe, tripping over their own feet while they walk down the street. Not that I can judge. I mean, I'm a pretty clumsy individual, and I've been known to trip walking down the street as well. The interface, however, is where things get truly chaotic. After about 6 hours, I still hadn't figured out how to navigate the menus without feeling like I was trying to defuse a bomb. Audio-wise, there's not much to talk about. The sounds are there, they're functional, and occasionally a notification noise tickled my eardrums in a pleasant way. That's about as high as the praise gets in the audio department. But when it comes to gameplay, I mean, Shadows of Doubt promises a lot. It has to, right? The whole point of games like Minecraft having such simple, dated graphics is to show that the gameplay is the most important part. Everything is procedurally generated in this game. Well, I mean, kind of. You'll find the same diners pretty much across all the different variations of maps, but they're just kind of in different locations. And the people are kind of like that old board game, Guess Who? I'm looking for a killer who is tall with blue hair. It's like walking into a room full of clones, and the only differences are superficial. Underneath the exterior, they're all pretty much the same. The game boasts a variety of playstyles, but you'll quickly find yourself relying on one overpowered tool, the fingerprint scanner. You can practically solve every case just by pointing that multifunctional device at every smudgy fingerprint or footprint at the victim's office or favorite lunch spot. One case had me chasing a killer where I knew their first name. So I did what any good detective would do. I grabbed the phone book and hunted down every person with the same first initial and scanned their front doors until I found one with the fingerprint I was looking for. It worked, and yeah, okay, it was cool, but the lack of personality in the characters and the vague motivations of the killers often leaves you feeling like you're solving puzzles, not crimes. The murder board feature is one of the highlights, though using it with a controller is about as smooth as trying to write a novel on an Etch-a-Sketch. My own murder board became such a mess that my 14-year-old daughter, who was watching me play over my shoulder, took pity on me and organized it. Meanwhile, it feels like I have to beg her for weeks just to get her to tidy her room. But she did a great job on the murder board. I should be proud, or possibly a little worried. If you like breaking into offices, and I mean, who doesn't? Or if you enjoy hacking computers, well, I'm not hacking, you're just looking for a slip of paper with the passcode written on it, usually right next to the computer. And if you're a fan of crawling through air ducts on repeat, then you're in luck. The replay value is high for people who enjoy a bit of routine. That said, it can feel a little rinse and repeat after a while. All in all, despite my griping, Shadows of Doubt scratches that murder mystery itch. Sure, it's not as deep as it pretends to be, but when I've got a couple of hours to kill, pun very much intended, I can see myself going back for more. Shadows of Doubt, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I think that it's an above average game. I think that it's a fun game, but it definitely could be better than what it is. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you want to help out the channel, then please just hit the follow button. Thank you very much.